Hello everyone, welcome to the 225 Q&A test. Plaintiff attorney is Mr. Bacon, B-A-C-O-N. Defense attorney is Mr. Rancon, R-A-N-C-O-N. Again, plaintiff attorney Mr. Bacon, B-A-C-O-N. Defense attorney is Mr. Rancon, R-A-N-C-O-N. And plaintiff will be starting out. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? So initially you had testified that your last day of work was sometime in November 2014, but after a few more questions about this termination and all of that, do you recall if there was a different date of termination or a different month that November? Honestly, I don't remember the day, the exact day. Okay, so you testified that you applied sometime in March, and then you also testified that you don't recall exactly the dates of when you applied at your current job, but was it sometime in 2015 that you applied at this current job? Yes, it was at the beginning of 2015. And you stopped working for Mr. Baker after you already accepted the job at Adams Builders. Is that correct? Yes, that is right. In your job at Adams Builders, did you have to lift anything heavy? Yes, all the time. What's the highest amount of weight that you had to lift? About 50 pounds. And we were always going upstairs and taking things to the second floor. Was that done by an elevator or the stairs? I took the stairs. And you had to lift 50 pounds every day? Yes, it was every day. Do you have to also do bending and stooping in your job? Yes, I do. And how frequent is that? How often? That happens every day. So it's repetitive bending and stooping? Yes, it's constantly. It's every day. And do you have to do mopping, you said? Yes, it's the first and second floor. And how do you do that? What physical activities is involved? Is it pushing? Is it pulling? What do you have to do to mop? We need to pull the machines out of the way so that we can clean underneath them. Okay, now the place that you were cleaning while working for Adams Builders, is that the only one place that you were cleaning? Was it just like the one business? At the beginning, there were a few ones, but then after that, I ended up cleaning just the one building. Who was in charge? After how many months did you work for Mr. Baker did this change occur? Well, it was about 7 months after that. I ended up working by myself in that building. Nothing further. So you worked there approximately for about 12 months, is that right? Well, with him, yes, that is right. And out of that first 7 months, you were cleaning a few buildings. You would rotate buildings? Yes, it was like 5 different restaurants. But you had help, is that right? At that time I did, yes. So at that time, still the heaviest item you lifted was 50 pounds? Yes, sometimes it was more, it just depended. And so you cleaned restaurants, about 5 different restaurants, is that right? Yes, that is right. And this was every day, you say? Yes, with the helper. And how did you wash the windows? It was with a stick that you can extend. Sometimes we use ladders. Do you also clean the bathrooms? Yes, we clean about 7 bathrooms a day. And do you have to do kneeling and squatting while you do that? Yes, all of that, of course. Before your right knee injury, specific injury, had you developed any pain in your low back? Yes, I did. Okay, and did you have any pain in any of your knees before that knee injury happened? No, I didn't. Okay, so after the knee injury, approximately how many months did you work after that? Well, with him, it was about 6 months. Okay, so Dr. Ray's report indicates that you told him that the incident was about in June of 2014. Does that sound about right? Yes, it does. Okay, so during that 6 months that you worked after the incident involving your knee, did your knee pain continue to get worse as you worked there? A little bit, yes. And how about your back pain? Did it continue to get worse after it first appeared in the first 6 months? Yes, it did. And with your hands, when did you first notice any symptoms that something was wrong? When I had 3 months working there with him, that's the first thing that I noticed. My fingernails were destroyed. The acid ate through them. Okay, did you see any doctors for that problem? No, but I was just about ready to see one because I had a lot of pain. Did you ask for a specific kind of gloves from your employer so you could have better protection? Sometimes we grabbed the one that they have at the restaurants, but it still didn't work. They weren't thick enough. So right before you started working for Mr. Baker, did you ever have any back pain or knee pain? No, never. My back and knees were strong. Well, did you have any problems with your hands? No, I didn't. Did you ever tell Mr. Baker to find some different kind of chemicals or solutions because it was bothering your hands? Yes, but he told me that he had his own brand of degreaser that he wanted to use. He said the stuff that we were using worked better than any other kind, so we had to stick with that brand. At that time, did you discuss the condition of your hands when you discussed this chemical with him? I told him that, but he told me, oh, that's normal. That's going to happen. They will get used to it. And did you show your hands to him at any time? Yes, he told me that, oh, your hands look like boards. He said his hands used to be bad, but his hands got used to the chemicals over the time. He said my hands looked really bad. Did you ever go to the office of Adams Builders, or did you always have to go to the job site directly and meet him at the location? I would go directly to the job sites. He would only give me the items that I needed in advance, and I would show up and do the work. And the doctor that you saw in Lake Tahoe after your accident, was it only a chiropractor? Yes, he was just a chiropractor. And he was the only doctor that you saw after that accident, is that right? Yes, that is right. And how long did you treat with the doctor after the accident? For about 3 months after the accident occurred. Now, did you fully recover from the injuries from the accident that we are talking about today? Yes, I have. Okay, what was the name of the chiropractor that you saw? I don't remember. Okay, we have a word list. We've got Lake Tahoe, capital L-A-K-E, space, capital T-A-H-O-E. Adams Builders, capital A-D-A-M, apostrophe S, space, capital B-U-I-L-D-E-R-S. Mr. Baker, capital B as in boy, A-K-E-R. Dr. Ray, capital R-A-Y. And that concludes our 225 Q&A test. Good luck.